Hey guys, so I got bored, so I figured I'd do a little StarCraft video here. So, this season 5, I'm ranked 5th in Diamond. Um, it's quite a far stretch before I hit anywhere higher than that, because these guys are up to about 400 points at the top. Pretty well Masters players, I guess. So, I've won about 20 games, 24 games here. I just want to show you this latest game. It was a completely different strategy than what I usually do. It was on Shakuris Plateau against a protoss player who is also a pretty high level diamond player. So, we'll open this up. So, usually against protoss, I do the typical Marine Marauder medevac sort of thing. And then I get killed by storms. And I lose. So, that's my typical protoss game. Sometimes I get ghosts out, but my micro with the ghost just isn't always the best. Unless I get a couple good EMPs, I'm usually dead. So we'll open up the units and name bar here. So this game, rather than doing MMM, I went pretty well all mech, and it worked out very well. Storms aren't gonna kill tanks or Thors all that easily, so, and that's my biggest difficulty when playing against protoss. So, typical opening with racks to refinery. I have this at ×4 right now. Gateway cybernetics. Pump out one marine here and kill this probe. Gonna get bunker at the front. He's just chrono boosting all his probes out. Not even chrono boosting Wargate. I guess he sees what I'm going, maybe. He knows what I'm up to. So 2 factories here, Tech Lab, expansion. He's pushing out with Zealot Stalker. Slows down a little bit. So he bypasses that. I pull off some SCVs, pull the Marines out of the bunker. Send the SCVs back to mining, except for this one here, which eventually I actually do save. So he did no damage, I believe, so we'll look at the loss tab. So I've lost 50, so that's probably my original scouting SCV, so that wasn't anything from that attack, and he's lost 300. And he's putting out his expansion now, and mine will be done about the same time as his, but his will be already on the low ground, so lucky Protoss. He also has 3 more workers than I do, so he's going Twilight Council, so we'll speed this up again. So I have my 2 factories, siege tech is done, so I feel pretty safe right now. 3 tanks, a bunker, so I'm bringing my expansion out finally. This is at about, 40 food. He's got zealots, he's going for charge. Yeah, charge, and immortal. He's not going Colossus. Maybe he's tried Colossus against mech before. No, it doesn't work. So he's got his observer in my base, so he sees 4 factories, 1 with reactor, 3 with tech labs, or tech lab. I'm just pumping out SCVs right now, so we're pretty well tied on the probe SCV count. I have killed that probe that was probably trying to build a 3rd expansion. He comes up here and kills my patrolling Hellion. So he's pretty well all zealots, charged zealots, and immortals. A lot more gateways coming out. He's getting blink as well. Blink with no stalkers. Very interesting combination. Whoa, look at all these gateways. Let's slow this down. Let's see how many he's got here. 8, 12, 13, at least 13 gateways. I've got 4 factories, 2 armories pumping out upgrades. So this is level 1, this is level 2 on its way. So I'll be 1-1 now. I think immediately I pretty well go for 2-2. It's just non-stop upgrades. I've got 4 tanks and a whole bunch of Hellions. So these Hellions are going to be used for some harass pretty soon. I've got, I guess, a total of 12 guys on gas, 4 geysers. And I'm fully saturated at both bases. So I haven't pushed out to another expansion just yet. I'm scouting with his barracks. He's pushed out to his 3rd already, putting up some cannons. And still, okay, so now he's going Archon. So, did he go for Storm? He didn't go for Storm, so he's probably going Archon, Zealot, and initially he had Immortals just to hold off any sort of early push. I don't see any more Immortals coming out. And he's going for just level 1 upgrades now, and he's not chrono boosting them. So I'm pushing out here with Hellions. Speed this up to ×2. Pretty well I start dancing around with these Zealots. So let's look at the loss tab. So it was 600, lost to 300. Let's see how many. So look at that. So that was 600, 300. Now I've made 2,500. So I only lost 2 Hellions for 1,500 worth of Zealots. And again, being very, very cost effective with these Hellions. Workers killed is only 1 and 2 right now. Let's see how that changes. So now I just killed, what, 13 workers, 14 workers. So that was nice. We'll look at the units tab. So it's 63 SCVs to 47 probes. I still, oh, I'm just pushing out with my 3rd now. And I'm pushing out with my 4s here. So I've got 4 Thors, 8 siege tanks, 6 Hellions. Turn this into a planetary. I'm researching 3, so I'm 2-2 right now, and I'm gonna aim for 3-3 pretty soon, and he is only 1-1. So I'm very, very powerful right now. He could not break this contain. I do not think so. The only way I could let him break this contain is if I took my Hellions and Thors and put them at the back somewhere here and let him just destroy my siege tanks with charged Zealots. So I should come in here with some more harass, hopefully. Here we come. Let's see at the loss tab again. So 3,200 to 1,300. Let's see if I can get a little bit more in my favor. Again, very cost effective with these Hellions. So units wise, is he caught up? Well, I'm 75 SCVs to 66. Oversaturated there, saturated there, oversaturated there. I am 3-2 now, going for 3-3. And I'm gonna start setting up a little bit of not a contain. We're pretty well displaying the map in half here with my siege tanks, my Hellions, Thors. He's got some observers here, which I'm gonna kill off. So what's his view now? He starts throwing down a lot more gateways. So he had 13 or so, and now he's throwing like another 8 up here. So he wants to pump out those zealots like no tomorrow. So this looks pretty intimidating when I've got the map split like that. He's chrono boosting out 3-3 now, so we'll be tied pretty well at the same time. So I'm putting expansions everywhere. I've got so much money to burn, so does he. It all comes down to the engagement pretty well at this point. I should have pushed out. I had a huge mech army, and I just sat here. I probably should have tried to creep in. I did a little bit of harassment. I'm trying to kill some probes here, so 32, workers killed. So at least I did some harassment. I have turrets around my base to prevent some warp prison play or whatever he might try to do. Idle CVs here, but they're useless because I'm oversaturated. Oh, I could drop them here at some of these new expansions. But anyways, I'm sitting pretty comfortable here. We're at ×2 and nothing's really happening, so we'll go ×4. Slow it down again. We'll take a look at the income. So I'm heading to income. Come in here, we'll do the loss tab. Let's see if I can make this my favor anymore. So look at that. These Hellions, like, even with Zealots pounding at them, they're not dying, and those are 3-3 Zealots, so. Look how quick the Zealots just melt to Hellions. They don't even get a shot off before they're dead. But look at this. Look at me warp. He can warp in 20 new Zealots. But I'm just burning through his cash, which is nice. So at the same time, I'm dropping all these factories here. So I've got like 13 factories to rebuild my army after this attack. Now, I really should have moved these Hellions to the back, because they're just going to melt away from the Archons. But this is a pretty good contain. Those immortals are so freaking strong. They're unbelievably strong. So even to all these tanks, they just come in here and destroy. And then he marches in a whole bunch of charged zealots, and that will pretty well clean this up. So I was in a little bit of a pickle, but in the production tab, 10 Thors, 2 Hellions. So I noticed the Thors did very well against the Immortals and Archons, so I figured, okay, I'll start off with a wave of Thors, then move to Hellions to take out his Zealots, because he seemed to be going very Zealot heavy. So we'll look back at the loss tab again. So it's very much in my favor. 5,000 resources in my favor. 30 workers in my favor. Some starports I never really needed. Armories which have their upgrades on the ground units, so those are pretty useless now. So at this point it's just, I've got all these bases that I'm now trying to saturate all over the place here. I put refineries at all of them, so I'm ready for that. I have turrets at each of them, planetary fortresses, so no, DTs are going to interfere with that. So really, it's just building my army and sending wave after wave, and hope that I can execute fairly well and find some decent timings, and that's it. Because my economy is going to be good for the next 15 minutes or so of gameplay. So I'm coming in here with some harass, moving into the middle of the map. I should be taking watchtowers, but I see his composition. He's taking same composition, Archon, Zealot, and I'm going Thor Hellion at this point. So maybe I should be throwing SCVs away at this point. I have a lot more minerals than he does. I have a bigger army than he does, and I could make that an even larger army if I threw away 25 SCVs or something. I'm coming in here. So now, these Hellions just destroyed those Zealots in no time. So it's pretty well Thor, which doesn't have the upgrade just yet. I decided to get it later on. But look how quick these Thors just destroy the Archons. And he's actually feedbacking my Thors, which wasn't very effective actually. So at this point, this was GG for him, I guess. He's lost his army. It's 200 to 63 supply. And he honestly doesn't have any money. And my income is almost double his. He's not doing very well in the money. I guess he lost too much of it. Yeah, well, 28,000 to 16,000 lost resources. So that's why he has no money left. And I have a maxed out army, and I still have 3,000 minerals on the bank, 1,500 gas. So I'm just coming in here, and as I'm moving my SCVs, I figured I'd kill some of them off by using them to repair the Thors. I see his army coming in, so I move my Thors to his ramp to block the ramp. I have the strike cannons, so you can see here I started setting some of these guys up to do strike cannons. And just look how quick the strike cannons melt away the Archon. You can do a strike cannon on Zealot there. So at this point, it's pretty well game. I have another army just sitting here, which I'm going to move out to about here, and then attack the top bases. Now, how are you supposed to beat 8 fully upgraded Thors here, another 10 fully upgraded Thors here, and somebody who has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 11 factories to pump out, units like no tomorrow. So that goes to show you, if you're having trouble with storms. Oh, and then I'm going to build a whole bunch of planetary fortresses just to wipe it in his face. So anyways, yeah, if you're having trouble with storm, try a mech play. This worked for me. And Merry Christmas, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.